Welcome back. Week 2. We hope you've had the best start to your hero's journey. Week 2 is all about evening routine. When you dial this in, it sets you up for the best day ahead. Paul is going to take us through it.
So, Dan, you hit the nail on the head. Having a solid evening routine is going to give you such a powerful night's sleep. It's going to allow your brain and your body to be able to rejuvenate and really set itself up for the best day ahead. Now, what we like to go by is a 10-3-2-1-0 formula, which essentially looks at a series of practices that you can partake in that is going to set you up for that restful, restorative night's sleep.
So it's perfect to try 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, but it's all about balance. So do what feels right for you, do what you connect with, but it's all about trying to change your habits so you can have the ultimate lifestyle of good sleep and really energetic days. And this is the formula that's worked countless times before.
So the first thing we tend to do is we start with 10 hours before you go to sleep. We cut out all forms of caffeine. Now, the reason for that is because caffeine roughly has a half-life of 10 hours, which means if you're going to have a coffee at 5 p.m. and you're going to sleep at 11 p.m., there's caffeine running through your system and disrupting your ability to get restorative sleep. So that is the first thing on the agenda, and I would recommend potentially, even if you're used to having a coffee in the afternoon, just switch to decaf. You're still getting that visceral kind of exposure to coffee, but you're just removing most or nearly all of the caffeine.
So 3 hours before bed, no more large meals, and ultimately no more alcohol. This sets your body up to be in the most restorative place it can be when you're horizontal and floating off into sleep.
And 2 hours before sleep, what we are doing here is we're trying to remove all forms of work from your schedule. Now, this is a really powerful thing that I've really injected into my life, because what happens is if you're working till the last moment before you go to sleep, you're going to be deep in that analytical mind space. And we want to get yourself out of that space and more in that kind of relaxed, what we call parasympathetic nervous system, to get you into that relaxed state of mind so you can actually get to sleep easier.
So 1 hour before bed, no screen time. So we know what you're thinking. How the hell am I going to do that? I love scrolling my phone. I love watching Netflix. But this is an opportunity to be with your family, to be with yourself if you need that self-care time. When you remove all screens, it puts your body into that parasympathetic nervous system where you're deeply at ease and relaxed, where shut-eye just becomes effortless and not a challenge.
And this is something that is, science is just proving over and over again with the emergence of iPhones and computers. They really are in every other aspect of our lives. So removing that blue light that is exposed directly to our system when we are watching an iPhone or a computer or a television, that's essentially sending a signal to us to tell our body to wake up. And we don't want that when we're trying to get to sleep. So that is the first 4 practices, and then the last one is 0, which is the amount of times you're going to be hitting snooze when you wake up the next day. And this is a very powerful one.
Yeah. And it's a great opportunity to challenge yourself with one or more of the practices, but the no snooze practice is so powerful because you just get up, start the day with that vigor and energy so you can thrive.
Love it. So if you have any questions, once again, we are here for you. Just send us an email and we're ready to go.
Have a great week.